doing all this business stuff and whatnot, and doing all this community work, we're not doing family work. You gotta really get in tune with really getting back to the family. Like, sit down with your family. You need the space, you need the time, and you need some food.
It ain't that hard to get family together.
Yeah, I'm just tryna run a checkup like a doctor. All of them are acting, need an Oscar. I just want a couple grand and make the family proud. I'm sick of penny pinching like a foster. I need some pension off these writtens. They always want a discount but don't add on to my distance. I do this all in love, and best believe it's still a business. Can't flip commas off your comments.
Sex, the most taboo conversation there is. However, it's how we all are here, and it's how we start families. BU Wellness Network is here to help the community to be more informed and have a healthy relationship with sex. BU Wellness Network has been serving the community for 25 years here in Indiana. They take a holistic approach of helping the community by providing free STI and HIV screening, helping people who is currently living with HIV, and providing a healthy meal based on where people are at with their nutritious diet. If you want more information about BU Wellness Network, hit the link down below.
Peace, family. Welcome to another edition of the Lead Your Lineage podcast. We are the #1 podcast for families seeking to end generational dysfunction.
You know
what up,
it, cuz, man. You know it, man. Man, one thing we is doing, man, before I let it loose on them, one thing we is doing, man, is ending dysfunction, man, for real, man.
Absolutely.
And we are Action Brand, man. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe today. Right now, please, thank you. But no, man, I want to drop it, man. I want to go ahead and This is another one, man. I want to go ahead and do what I like doing sometimes. Just jumping straight to the
all the time.
Bow!
Sometimes.
Hey, bow! We jumping right, bow! Like a cannon, like a book every time. Bro, we going straight. Hey, I keep telling y'all that's how I learned how to swim. They threw me in the deep end. That's how I learned how to swim, man. But nah, cuz, man, I was thinking about this, man. This is a real life stuff, man. I was thinking about, it's a big saying. No matter what, this is something everybody can agree with, man. No matter what religion you is. They say, what is it? Think as a child. As you is a child, you think as a child. But as you become a man, you think as a man. You know what I mean? Something in that quote, and it's somewhere in the Bible, somewhere like that. But you know, that's the quote, right? And that being said, man, I was thinking that as a whole, as a whole perspective. When I say man, I mean men and women. Us black folks, you know one thing we don't let go, cuz? The hood, the ghetto, the trap. We don't we don't let
that. As a whole, you right.
We name it. We name our brands with these names. We give our own companies, our real life companies with these names. We name them traps, we name them ghettos, we name them projects. And the crazy part about it, the term really comes from what? The Jews. Mm-hmm. The Jews were the first in ghettos. The Jews were the first in the projects.
So what I'm hearing you say is,
you don't see them, cuz.
As we were.
No, that's not. Hold on, I'm not done. You don't see them, cuz. You don't see them. You don't see them naming nothing like that.
Go ahead.
You don't see. You don't see what? We. Where was I going? You don't see none of they companies named ghettos, projects. You don't see none of them trying to entertain and make anything that they learned from the Holocaust something better than what it's supposed to be perceived as. For instance, man, I don't even know the name. I don't even know I can't talk today. The derogatory name for the Jews. The derogatory names for the Jews. Mm-hmm. Can't think about it. Don't even know it. We can name nigga real quick. Cause why? We keeping it going alive.
We are.
We have to drop the ghetto. We don't have to be. We keep saying we gotta save the ghetto. We ain't gotta save the ghetto, man. Like I said, man. I say this off camera. I'm gonna say this on camera. What's the point of saving the ghetto and we ain't rebuild Indiana Avenue yet? Why we ain't build Black Wall Street yet? But yet we want to save the ghetto, save the project. Man, that's a trap in itself. That's why we use the word trap. It's a mindset that we have to let go, bro. All this gang and all this, bro. Our people died behind this, y'all. This shit is a real life trap, bro. Like, we gotta really wake up and become sophisticated and understand. We quick to say words have value, words have meaning, words carry weight, words do this, and have vibrations.
Yeah, most people don't say it that.
You know,
see it that way though. But I agree with you.
If we say that, we gotta be with it, cuz we can't just continue to be in the same type of mindset. What's the point of rebuilding the hood? They put us in there. What's the point of rebuilding the projects? They put us in there. Why we just won't go build our own neighborhoods, our own shit? You know, and it's possible because our people did it before. It's not like it's not possible. People acting like, and we got way more. My cousin said this I don't know when he said it because I made it a clip though. He said his grandpa can't do half the shit he can do. So that being said, if they was
just for some context for what he's saying, for the listeners that might be tuning in, what I said was my grandfather's currently 92 years old.
He's 92, and he can't do
I'm
half
33,
the shit.
And when he was my age, he couldn't do
half the stuff you could do.
Shit, not even half, a fourth.
So
of what I
why we can't do that? Why we can't build Black Wall Street? Why we not building Indiana Avenue again?
Is that the question?
No, that's not the question. That's just with all of this. That's just what I'm tying everything in. Because what I said was we got to drop that mindset. You don't see the Jews carrying that shit on? I'm not saying we supposed to be like them or nothing. I'm just giving people fine examples so people can know where I'm coming from. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. We're not about to keep trapping ourselves in this predicament and want to re-rise out of something that was made with ashes. It was supposed to crumble. It was made with glue and ashes. It was supposed to crumble.
And good brother Malcolm X said, "We're not outnumbered. We're out organized." And to your point of why don't we do those things? In my opinion, there's two things. First is the trauma centered around once those things were built, the level of protection it requires to sustain that. I think as a collective, I think we're scared to do that. I'm talking about the group. I'm not talking about you and I'm talking about us as a group.
We in it. That's what we're saying. We is in this. I'm black.
And then the second thing is the organization. We don't have a sense of infrastructure and what that really looks like in terms of how to practically do that with our own hands. We can think of it, but what do we actually do with our hands and our feet and our bodies and our minds to actually tangibly create that in real life? So I think those are the two things, the psychological trauma from people knowing what happened in the past, and that lives in our DNA because our ancestors were a part of that.
The main question is this, though, cuz.
What's up?
The main thing is this. It's the mindset, like I said at the beginning. It's the mindset. Not becoming and knowing what is a real man. Not knowing what it is to being a real woman. Both is missing in our community, the melanated community here in America. Right now, we got all these women running up and down. They got masculine energy. Everybody it's no masculine energy in the fucking black community. It's missing. There's none.
I don't think it's just not enough.
It's
not
as
enough.
As a whole, it's missing. I'm talking about as a whole once again, because I'm talking about as a whole. As a whole, is missing. everybody and most of everybody was raised by their mamas, and their mamas was raised by their mamas, who was raised by their mamas. So all this masculine energy and this toxic masculine energy is really not. It's all this feminine energy. Not getting something that's a yin and a yang. It's too much yin. It's not enough of masculine to equalize the community. Most of us males was raised by women who was raised by women. And it's showing more and more in our culture. That's why more and more of our young men are more feminine. Because now his generation is farther from being around a masculine man and masculine energy. That's the main focus, cause we not thinking as a man, we not thinking as a woman. We got, and then all these generations of single woman, like I said, it goes crazy. Like I said a long time ago, that makes single woman mindset end up raising a single woman already before she even have a kid. Then that's a lot of shit, bro. And it just keep piling up and that's why our young men are a little bit more feminine. Way more. That
definitely attributes to it for sure.
You know, and it's crazy,
sure.
But we can't say nothing because we are more feminine than our couple ancestors that was before us. Because it was trickled down, cuz. It's why we can't leave this alone. That's why we can't leave the hood aspects alone, because that's still, people rather than not, man, sending money to people in penitentiary is childish.
Let me ask you this. With the conversation centered around men being expressive in terms of expressing how they truly feel, expressing themselves in a safe space, do you believe that's contributed to the emasculation of the black man?
I don't know, cuz. Shit. That's how anybody else perceive it as. Shit, to be honest, how I look at it as, shit, motherfuckers telling the truth. Why motherfuckers not been telling the truth? I never had a problem with telling the truth. So, shit, it's like, shit, how is telling the truth a feminine trait? How is telling the truth a masculine trait? The truth is the truth, goddammit. You know what I mean?
One of my favorite quotes of all time.
The truth is the truth.
The truth is only the truth when you decide it's the truth.
West
Easy,
the truth, Blair, all of sure. That is that. So that sure. Being said, I mean, that could be for some people, but what I really think it is, I think it's a lot of bitterness too. I think it's a lot of bitterness going on because for both parties. But as far as, let me go back to answer that question though. I don't know. No, I don't think so, cuz I'm gonna keep it 100. It shouldn't be. It should be more how people want. You should want to know how your other person is feeling. Whether it's a male or a female, you should want to know the 100% truth for them. Cause that
I agree with that.
That goes with you. You gotta remember, you living with this person. Whether this person around you, you getting their vibrations. So if they faking and shit, you be wondering why other motherfuckers faking with you. Cause you been around a fake motherfucker your whole life who ain't, every time you go to sleep and shit, you lie, you rob, you with a fake motherfucker. You got that fake vibes. So and fake shit start happening to you. So you gotta watch. And y'all trading juices cause y'all having sex and energy and all that go around. So hell no. I want somebody that's gonna keep it 100. So if people feel like that's feminine, man, that's crazy. That's wild. But that goes back to what I said, man. That's a lot of these women was raised by women. They don't know what the fuck a man, bro. Can I keep it 100 with y'all? Y'all know how I figured this shit out and came out with it? Because when I got into it with my mom and I started thinking this shit, I was like, damn, I started thinking more like the man of the family. I said, man, I got to be because I'm the first one. So I was forcing myself to think more logically. I had to kill all my emotions out of it and everything. And I was trying so much to call her and all that. And it made me finally think about it. Anyway, let me get back to it. Man, we got to think about this, cuz. They feel like, if a lot of these women feel like anything we doing is feminine because they never hardly saw a man in their life. If you've been seeing horses your whole life, right? Your whole life, you never heard of a zebra. And you finally see a zebra, You gonna say, oh, I saw a horse with black and white stripes today. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You gonna be like, I saw a horse with black and white stripes today. Mm-hmm. So what I'm saying is, a lot of these women, whether they want to hear it or not, how the fuck do they know what a man is? And like I said, as a whole,
we can look at that from a man perspective too.
How they know?
We know?
See,
I had my dad in my life. I know.
You didn't let me finish. So, like I said, how they know what a male look like, and it's males missing in our whole community, and we as males never saw what a man look like. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, for a community.
For a community as a whole.
Absolutely.
As a whole, cuz. I'm talking about as a whole. I ain't talking about you, bro. I'm part of the community, y'all. I didn't see it. I'm part of the community. I ain't see it, cuz. I ain't see it. Me and the guys, we ain't see it.
And that's systemic. I think it's more so what you're alluding to is more so systemic than a community issue. Because there's always been an attack on a black man since day one.
Every day. Since
literally day one, before 1776, before the United States became the United States. Prior to when we was over in Africa, down in South America and the Caribbean, it's always been an attack on men that look like me and men that look like him.
Since BC times.
Always been an attack. And that constant attack is all that'll change somebody's psyche on how they move. And then that psyche that's passed down when we just out here doing what we doing, and now that's passed down from generation to generation based on what this man went through. So it's like you said, you're the first active father on both sides of your family in multiple generations.
Yeah.
That alone is amazing. So you're learning how to figure that out. On the other hand, even though I had my dad in my life and he had his dad in his life, there were certain things that were unspoken or were not advocated for because of the knowing of how they're going to be under attack if X, Y, and Z happens. It's based on how they were born.
Yeah.
But all of that goes back to the psyche and like all the trauma that we went through. So I think what you're alluding to is a systemic issue based on the system that we were all born into. I'm talking about my grandfather, my father, me, you, your dad, your grandfathers, we were born into a system that isn't for us. We know that. And the people that I just named, they know that too. But when we are observant of that and we see those things, we kind of shrink in the moment instead of rise to the occasion. Because everything, we need to build our own. And we can. Who's going to protect it? Who's going to be the first one to protect it? Black men. Going back to the quote I said, we're not outnumbered, we're out-organized. So if black men are organized to be able to build something like that and to protect it too, people are like, damn, what's the point? If 100 brothers had the same mindset that you and I did,
it is.
And they see, I'm just saying,
ain't organized, like you said.
Exactly, we're not organized. There's more than I can literally go through all of my social media and my contacts on my phone and find multiple brothers with a similar heart and head that you and I have, but we're not organized. Now, why are we not organized? That's the question. Because once we organize, we all can. If we don't have these skills, we know we can go. We are smart enough and logical enough to think, well, shit, let me go to trade school. Let me get on YouTube. Or let me hit my uncle or my grandfather. You know, how you work on cars, how you build a house, how you do carpentry. We can figure that shit out. We're fucking intelligent too.
We made this,
but we're not organized. Once we get organized, we can figure all this shit changes. Like even with the organization, we still need women too. Yeah. We can't just do it by ourselves. Brothers can't do it by ourselves.
Nope.
Cause then that goes back to that plays into we're already not in harmony. If men was like, yeah, fuck everything, we about to do this, that just creates more division and more disconnection. So we have to have this harmonious effort to be able to rebuild what you were just alluding to, called the community. Right now, I don't see a community for melanated people. It's just a whole bunch of people that look like me and you, because we're not organized. The communities I know, Black, Mexican, Arabian, Indian, Caucasian, that are moving and grooving, they're organized. Along with their families. We're not. And that's the issue, in my opinion. Everything you said is absolutely true.
We just ain't, we're not taking the responsibility. Even if we live in, we can, like I said, man, if our ancestors made Black Wall Street in this same system, we invented the street lights. In this same system, we did not the soybean. Same system.
I met the granddaughter of the man who invented the streetlights this year.
And it's in this same system we have created and we have blossomed.
Absolutely.
So it's why we're not doing it today. We don't, like I said, we have to figure out how to start before we can even leave this system. We're gonna have to figure out how to play the game before you can leave anything.
Yep.
So that being said,
agreed.
That being said, we have to become man and women again. We gotta stop all this confusion of what's a man and a woman. To be honest, we gotta stop that too. We gotta lay down the law. We gotta be upfront about it. We gotta have rules and regulations in the families. That's what's missing mainly. Everybody's running wild in the families. Everybody can do something. Niggas is raping the little girls, and ain't nobody whooping the nigga ass and kicking them out the family. The women being whores and shit. Ain't mama and grandma ain't whooping their ass and telling them don't fuck up the gene because you can get pregnant by who knows what and just fuck up the DNA. We not having these talks to people of what a man and a woman is. We not letting. We always tell people, oh, have fun, have fun. I'm far from the motherfucker who tell people to have fun. Shit, you can always have fun, especially when you know your morals and values and principles. And you 32, because you was focusing and building yourself when you were your younger self. That don't mean don't have fun. Yes, have fun, but to a certain extent, don't make irresponsible decisions.
Man, fuck fun. I'm saying that shit on camera. Fuck fun. At this point. We behind.
Yeah.
Fuck some fun.
That's another thing.
We got shit to do.
I feel like I've been said that.
We got shit to do, bro.
Episodes ago. I don't even know why we even be feeling like your favorite team won the Super Bowl or anything. I don't know. It's nothing to celebrate. I've been said that a long time ago. I don't know why black folks be at the club. What the fuck is it to celebrate? I don't know why we be doing this. I don't know why we drink so much liquor and celebrate. Man, I've been wondering that. Long time ago. What the fuck are we having fun for when it's a whole war against us? But like I said, that goes to the capabilities of being a man and a woman. Only a man and only a woman will realize what's out there, and only a man and a woman as a team can look outside their window and see, hey, it's a war out there. As little boys and little girls, we can't see that it's a war out here. As little boys, as little girls, we can't get organized. As little boys and as little girls, we do not stand up for ourselves. We confused. Girls telling boys what man is. Boys telling girls what women is.
Let me ask you this. What, from your perspective, and we had Wild Style on the episode. If you haven't seen the episode of Wild Style, I asked him this question. Definitely go check that out. We'll link that as well. So manhood isn't a monolith.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not just one singular thing. But from your perspective, what are some morals, values, and principles that you believe brothers should have when it comes to solving a problem that we're talking about on this podcast, about not having communities and families together? What are some common morals, values, and principles you believe all brothers should have that are on this type of time? What should they have?
What should they be doing right now?
What some
morals and values and principles?
Yeah, what are some morals and values and principles, some traits, some intangibles, some character things that these brothers that are on the type of mission that we're on, that are lineage leaders, what should they have from your perspective?
At least one skill to be self-efficient. What I mean by that, have at least one skill you can bring to the table. If everything comes to shit, like maybe you, like me, I'm a gardener. You know what I mean? Me and my buddy Steve-O, you know, he teaches me a lot of garden. We need you, or maybe you can fish, or maybe you good at woodworking. I feel like that's one thing we all need to do. Or you know how to take electricity and shit out the ground. You know what I mean? Or you know how to wire homes, or maybe you know how to build homes, like my big cousin. Shout out to my big cousin, man. You know, he do it all. So definitely have a skill of some type of self-efficiency that if everything happened, that we could really continue to run all our people and let us keep living, because we've been living forever. Second thing I say would be self-educate.
What you mean?
Self-educate, just like what it sounds. Learn everything, relearn everything that you learned. Go find 3-4 researches of everything you learned. Look up things, look up everything, look up laws, everything. I've been looking up laws, I've been reading the Constitution and just understanding it more, because, you know, I'll be teaching my kids shit. And my daughter, she wanted to learn about the Bill of Rights and all that. She wanted to, I'm telling y'all, homeschool low-key be teaching you. But anyway.
Nah, that's real. That's real.
But yeah, that, cuz. Have something tangible, so if everything hits the shit, you got the skills. Self-educate yourself, and find some morals and values and principles that you stick with every day, and stick to them with everything you do before you do anything. You know what I mean? That's what I say. Everything else is all opinionated, but you know, in my opinion, shit, if you got a skill, you good. You know what I mean? Shit ever hit the fan, at least you know how to fish for your family. You good. You self-educated, so you do know how to survive in this system. Meaning you taught yourself some type of way to be financially free, or some type of way to be free any type of way you feel. That's why I say self-education, because it can help you figure out what the fuck you want to do. You know what I mean? Then what I say last,
have a standard,
values, principles, and interests.
But you say
let me ask that too. Yeah, and let me add that, and the interest, morals, values, and principles, and the interest. Have that, and
when you say interest, what do you mean? Like a hobby or something?
An interest, yeah. What are you interested in?
Okay.
What do you look forward into learning more about?
Okay.
Yeah, I say have those, and everything else you do will fall in place.
I rock with that.
What's yours, cuz?
I rock with that. Definitely for me, and in no particular order, I'm just gonna just go off top of the dome with that. Definitely have some type of skill that will be able to help you navigate this current system. Like for me, my skill is real estate. That's why I know how to. Shit hit the fan. I know how to leverage the system I'm in right now to be able to make X amount of dollars in X amount of time. I have that skill set. 2, have a skill set that will work outside of the system. So what you were talking to, carpentry, construction, electrical, plumbing.
Yeah, I work in the system too. Shit.
Yeah, it will. It will. If everything just went to shit, and you have to be self-sustaining, learning some type of skill that you can go to Indianapolis, you can go to Dubai, you can go to Italy, you can go to Jamaica, you can go to Brazil. That shit's transferable everywhere you go.
For real.
It's transferable. So learning that type of skill, having a systemic skill, a non-systemic skill, to simplify it and put it in easy terms. Third, having knowledge of self, being self-awareness. I'm going to sum that up with self-awareness. That's the third thing in terms of the type of manhood that needs to be portrayed in today's society. Fourth, I would say, and this is just my personal perspective on what an individual needs to do to build community. Because right now, as a community of melanated people, we're not healthy.
Oh, shit.
So get healthy.
For real.
Black men, get healthy.
Every day.
Get healthy. Your health is important. If you can't walk, if you can't lift something, if you cannot run, if you cannot carry things, there's a lot of physical labor that goes into building things. In terms of building a community, building a family, building a community, you working a job, you being a husband or a father, that's a lot of physical labor. All right, so make sure you take care of your body. And if you're hearing this, you have time to take care of your body. You can literally press pause, go back to the beginning, and from the beginning to this point, you can do an entire workout to this episode. That'll get you together. So that would be my fourth thing, get healthy. But if we don't get healthy, none of the week. If men step up and be leaders, if we get organized, right, just hypothetically speaking, we get organized, say 100,000 people, get organized, right? 100,000 men specifically get organized. Can them brothers run a mile? Can them brothers walk up some steps without having shortness of breath? Can them brothers carry 50 pounds on their back? Can they run full speed? Can they are they flexible enough to get into tight spaces? A whole bunch of different other things too. In terms of just the physicality of a man having to carry a load that goes into that. Health is
some army shit.
Did you not say it's a war?
It is.
It's psychological and it's spiritual. But at some point, we're going to have to protect some shit physically. You know what I mean? We're going to have to.
We got the warrior spirit.
We do. So just the essence of this conversation literally brings out the warrior spirit. To be real with you. So yeah, you need a systemic skill, a non-systemic skill. You need to have self-awareness and you need to be healthy. That would be my four. And the fourth one is more so opinionated based on my lived experience in terms of to be healthy. But we can go look at these brothers, outside brothers, we need to be accountable. This ain't how we moving and grooving our health, that ain't it, bro. We gotta step up.
Accountability, that's what I'm saying. We gotta have more of that in the families.
Yep.
We gotta have more of that across the board. Accountability is the reason why everything fucked up. Everybody, like I said, running wild. Well, accountability, look, we account each other for, we keep it 100. We have more the true masculine in the families in the community. It's gonna bring out the truth more. Shit, that's how I look at it. That's how I look at it, you know, and that comes with accountability. Look, man, you're out of shape, you're fat. Everybody right now is, it's okay to be fat. It's okay. And that's that nursing shit. It ain't okay to be fat, bro. You know why it ain't okay to be fat?
I'm not an advocate for that.
Yeah, bro. I don't give a fuck.
I used to be fat. Shit. Man, I ain't an advocate.
I've
been there. I feel you.
It's a difference between being big and fat. You know what I mean?
I used to be both.
Shit, that's what I'm saying, because I was talking when you was big.
I went from fat And I went to big and fat.
Yeah, and so it's a difference, man. We don't want to be unhealthy out here. We got to be telling each other the truth. It's not okay to stay on. I'm glad this is going on food stamps and all that shit. We crying about it. It's not okay to stay on food stamps forever. We need to start saying, hey, single mama, it's time to figure out how to leverage this shit, how to grow. You're supposed to use this time to leverage. We got to start holding each other accountable. We got to start saying that none of this shit is okay. We got to say how we raising our kids is not okay. How we allowing them, we keep saying, the teachers, we holding the teachers accountable. No, we got to start pointing, why y'all parents is not allowing, why the fuck is y'all parents got y'all kids not being able to read in their grade level? Fuck the teachers. And no disrespect to you teachers, I'm damn near on y'all side, if you hear what I'm saying. How the hell is your child not reading at their grade level? What the fuck is you doing in your spare time?
Yeah. That's real.
We talking about, see, that's what I'm saying.
It's real.
And that's come to accountability, because I had to be a man, and I had to start being the man, the first man, so I'm learning, looking in the mirror all the time, every time something happens, I'm looking in the mirror. You know what I mean? I even shared this moment with on here. I was telling my kids, I said, look, I got to start reading more. If y'all don't read this amount of books by Thursday, y'all going to be in trouble. You know what I mean? I'm like, I ain't going to let y'all be on your phones as much and this and that and the third. You know, I don't with my kids and nothing. But I said, I ain't going to let you be on your phone as much. I ain't going to let you watch TV and all that. You know what I mean? Just to show they can read books. I'm like, you don't see daddy watching TV all the time. And this and that third. And I walked away. I was brushing my teeth and I told myself, I said, damn, you didn't give them no reward. You just said something negative. You just said, if you don't read no books. I said, damn. All right. I didn't want to. I went back in there. I said, hold on, y'all. Let me rephrase what Daddy trying to tell y'all. I just want y'all to read books more. So if y'all don't read this amount of books by Thursday, y'all this is what's going to have to happen because I'm trying to teach y'all. However, if you read this many books by Saturday, I give y'all a present or whatever y'all want. I give y'all whatever you need in life. Because what I want y'all to know is when you do bad in life, nothing happens good. But when you do good, you do get rewarded. So I had to go in there. And that's that accountability shit. Going back to accountability. You know what I mean? I needed somebody to hold me accountable. Like, hey, bro, that ain't right. Now my son going to have somebody that he can always go to. Hey, Dad, hear me out. I need you to hold me accountable. You know what I mean? Hey, Sean, he gonna be able to call you. Hey, Sean, I need you to hold me accountable. You know what I mean? So that's what we gotta. That's what I'm saying. It gotta be more of this man stuff. You know, that's what we missing, cuz. And we missing what I said about how those three. About how I feel like what man need. We missing what you said about those four. We missing what. Who else we had on her? Who you asked? We had so many people on her. Who you asked that question?
Wild Style.
You asked Wild Style? Okay, you asked Wild Style that question. And whatever he said too. Yeah, shout out to Wild Style. And you asked him that question. And we needed all three of our answers. And everybody else who comment, we need y'all. We need y'all to speak up. We need men to speak up. And another thing is, though, we need men to speak up and shut up about shit you don't know. Speak about what you do only fucking do know. I'm for real.
That's
only speak about what the fuck you do know.
Absolutely.
When it's time to talk about what's single, the other day, me and Cuz, we were chilling at the Pizza Hut and all that. I ain't gonna tell you too much, but when single man conversations come on, I shut up. Cause I know I ain't no single man. I don't know how I feel to be. Shit, I'm gonna let the single man speak for single man. I'm gonna speak for the married man. Now, when it comes to the married man, I ain't gonna never shut the fuck up. I got something to say, and you know what I mean. But that's one key thing we need to learn as we get in this community. Shut the fuck up when it's time to shut the fuck up. I tell Cuz that all the time. I tell Cuz shit, when we get in this crowd and we start talking about health, I'm going to pass the ball to you because that's your thing. I tell you, I say, I'm going to shut the fuck up and let you talk because that's your thing. That's what you feel your heart to believe in. Your daddy died for that, so that's his mission. You know what I mean? So when it's time for his mission and we talking about his mission, I'm definitely gonna be there and I'm going to say something. I'm going to be his sidekick, but I'm not about to be Jordan. He about to be Jordan. You know what I mean? I know when to be pimping. And then when we talking about beating the streets and all that, he know when to be pimping. He gonna definitely have my back and do everything he need. But he gonna. It's time for me to be Jordan, quote unquote. I'm just using these people so y'all can stick with me. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So it's that understanding, man. I gave y'all some insight. That's one of our things we do. I gave y'all some insight for real. You just gotta know when to speak, when not to speak. Don't speak if you don't got no kids, man. Speak about how you think it is to have kids.
Yep, and then also another example of how we play off each other in terms of playing the game. When I'm mentioning when the conversation about sports come up, because he deferred to me, passed me the rock. When somebody talking about marriage or homeschooling children or something like that, I'm passing the rock to him.
Yeah. And
we rocking like that. We rocking out. I might add a little. And honestly, when he talks, I'm strengthening his point from my perspective.
Yep, that's what
instead of adding to it, I actually just strengthen his point.
Me too.
So, homeschool your children. I need to do this too. I don't have any children that I'm homeschooling right now. I know when I do, I will. And I say it just like that. I was like, when I do have children, I will because of X, Y, and Z. Like I've spoken at schools. I go to schools on a regular basis, and that's why I'm going to do it because I see it with my own eyes.
You see both corners though. You see
absolutely.
You see it 360, cuz.
I do.
You go to see the kids who are going to school, then you see
and I meet your
homeschool
babies.
kids.
I'm like, this shit's stupid.
You didn't meet them. You related to them. You related. You related
I am.
to some homeschool kids. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Shout out to my little cousins.
Yeah. So that's definitely, man. Yeah, man. I love homeschooling, man. And people don't understand that, man. That's great. But yeah, man, so we gotta know when to talk.
Hey, that's like me. I could never send my children to a school I could never see myself eating meat again. Like it's that deep. It's that deep. It's that at that point it's spiritual.
You know what, man?
At that point,
I believe you, cuz you know what's so crazy? The other day, my son.
Now I gotta survive. I'm gonna go get a fish, but you know what I'm saying.
We was at a birthday.
Ain't there.
We was at a birthday party, right?
Yeah.
And I said, "Hey, son, let them know. Tell people you was here, bro. You got because he could write on the table because they how they had it." And he's like, okay. He said, what I should do? I said, I don't know, man. Let people know you. He said, I'm gonna write my name. I said, all right. He wrote Teron Marquis Shumpert Jr. Everybody in the room was like, oh, dang, he wrote that good. How old is he? I'm like, he 4. He like, yeah, he like, I'm 4. I said, let him know. He said, I'm 4. Because I make him speak in public more now.
You do. He be hurt. Yeah. I be seeing it. He be hurt. He like, he gonna get you back one day. He gonna
thank me.
He gonna get you.
Like,
absolutely.
Damn, Daddy, I'm glad you made me do that shit.
Absolutely.
He gonna be like, because now I can tell people when I get that business, when he start have to pitch, he ever do a pitch? Ooh.
I got a little pitch situation for it coming up for us too.
Yeah, so man, that's what homeschooling. So yeah, man, that he was writing and everybody's like, oh, he far. I'm like, yeah, man. I'm like, but I didn't even tell him. I didn't even say nothing that he was homeschooled. I just let him get his shine on. I'm one of those parents. I let my kid get his shine on. I like how I want him to get his confidence up. So everybody's like, oh yeah, dang, give him a high five. I gave him a high five too. Shit, like, dang, son. Shit, I act like I don't know either, son. I'm just a fan too, baby. I'm just a fan too, son. But yeah, so man, yeah, man, and he adding double digits numbers, man. I can give him something to walk away now. He 4, man. It's just so homeschooling, man, is crazy, man. I want everybody. Before I get back to the subject, I want everybody to, like I was saying, I want everybody to stop talking about these damn teachers. That ain't that crazy. I want all y'all start and go homeschool. Cuz just said it. He's at the schools. He's speaking to the youth. We both speak to the youth, but I just want y'all to know from a person who don't even got kids perspective. Because mine could be biased, so y'all won't think I'm being biased. From a person who's looking to have kids and don't know which one, he's seeing both. And he leaning more to homeschool.
Yeah, let me strengthen that point too. Yeah. I hear a lot of people about socialization with their children when it comes to like homeschool versus like public or private, whatever.
Yeah.
In my mind, I'm just like, just think about it. Like, do they not live in a neighborhood with other children? Why they don't just go outside and socialize?
My kids got friends.
They can do that outside.
My daughter, her friends be over our house now. I be like, damn, my daughter is growing up. They be over her in the house playing in the room. So yeah, and they always talk about how cool it is that she don't got to go to school. And all that. You know what I mean? So
that's dope.
And then another thing, I take my kids to the library, so they talk to a lot of kids at the library. See, the difference is my kids meeting. They know the people in their neighborhood, so they making friendships. But one thing they meeting new people, new kids.
You ever went to like a homeschool meetup in the city?
No. But I be doing other things like I take my son everywhere, bro. I take him to the meetings everywhere we go. I take him to we be going to the library a lot, cause we be going to the library a lot, meeting different kids. We be going through the neighborhoods, meeting people. Dates, all type of stuff, man. You know, my wife, her friends at work, they meet up. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of different. My kids, they socialize, bro. They socialize. You know, it's not. And then another thing, to strengthen your point about this, at school we was told not. First of all, two things I want to make. First of all, how many people remember it was people at school who didn't do good at social skills? There was a lot of people who stood in the back, didn't talk. Everybody didn't talk. And the second thing is,
that's real.
The second thing is, bro, you really wasn't supposed to socialize in school. If you think about it, you wasn't supposed to talk too much in the hallways. You wasn't supposed to talk in class. A lot of that was just work. You wasn't supposed to be talking. So they said, oh, you get to talk in the cafeteria, you still get to talk to your friends. But if you think about it, at school, you really wasn't supposed to socialize because you were supposed to be in class, being quiet. Then on top of that,
your work.
Yeah. Then
the bell ring.
Yeah.
Oh, that's 9 to 5. You gotta go to do this task, then the bell ring, take a break, then you gotta go to a lunch. Same.
And then like it wasn't no crazy couple people in the back who used to always have their hoodie down. Shit, I used to talk to those people. You gonna talk to me? What's happening, emo? Them emo kids. Hey, bro, what's happening, bro? We buddies, right? Every day. I'm a 90 kid. Us 90s kids, we ain't fuck with it. We wouldn't. That's why we probably didn't have too many shooters at our school. The shooter, he was cool with everybody. Hey, we all said, hey, bro, you gonna let us know, right? Hey, we all. Hey, us 90s kids, shit, am I lying though, cuz? We all, if the shooter was in the back, man.
We had different experiences, but you're not lying.
Man, hey, the shooter in the back. He wasn't getting made fun of. Motherfuckers wasn't. Hey, bro, leave him the fuck alone, bro. Hey, leave him alone. Hey, he crazy. Leave him alone, bro. Hey,
I ain't go to school with too many white folks. It was some white folks, but it wasn't like compared to the schools you went to. You had way more white people than I did.
Shit, bro. Because I went to so many different schools.
That's what I'm saying. You went to a lot of. I went to, they was sprinkled in there. They were the South.
I went to so many schools. Sure. People be like, man, we went to school together. And I'd be like, bro, can I get 100 with you? I remember we going to school with each other, but I don't remember what school it was. Man, bro, if you imagine going to all, then you been in college, then you go to college, and then I've been to like 16 different schools, bro. It ain't that it's a lot of people, bro.
Nah, that's real.
The brain start to be like, shit, damn, which one we went to school with? Yeah, I went to that school with you. Oh, okay, damn, yeah, that's which one we went to with. Yeah, but certain people I do remember, but it's just how I be, cuz.
Absolutely.
Yeah, cuz, man.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
Yeah, I'm glad we got to talk about what we was manhood. And I hope women talk about womanhood with each other.
Please.
And
then to add to that,
us men
when we have that conversation, when men have the conversation about men, and I went to a men's workshop on Saturday too. It was really dope. I'm gonna share that with you. And then when women, y'all have y'all workshops, we need to come together and figure out what that looks like.
We need to talk amongst
women
each
say
other.
they want this from themselves and they want this from us. We say we want this from ourselves and we want this from them.
Yeah.
Then we figure out how to do that together, collectively. What do we need to add to our lives? What do we need to subtract, multiply, and divide to be able to get to the solution to solve the problems that we have? Our own problems can be solved with our own solutions.
We gotta come together, man. And when y'all get together, man, they discuss. That's what I was about to say. They discuss everything that they need to discuss, and both parties need to be responsible of actions of ourselves. We gotta find things that do and don't work from ourselves, and we gotta most importantly do it with time. We gotta remember, bro. We unwinding a whole bunch of wires and shit. So some wires we're gonna have to never plug again. Some wires we're gonna have to replug, but we're gonna have to make sure we plug it in the right plug extension or the right extension so it won't get tangled up with some more with the wires again. So when we do this, man, it's got to be efficient and it got to be caring. And one big thing, we got to let the bitter people shut the fuck up. I'm tired of bitter people, cuz. I'm tired of bitter people, man. All these niggas ain't shit. All these hoes ain't shit. Nah, bro, the hoes you fucking with ain't shit. Nah, the niggas you fucking with ain't shit. I'm tired of a lot of these bitter people. So the bitter people, please stay at home. You ain't even got to come. You know what I mean? For real, bro. And don't come unless you can look in the mirror and call yourself out of the things you did and the things you did wrong.
Oh, that's big.
For sure. Every situation you was in, if you can't look and say the points where you was wrong at, and you only can say, oh, that person did this, that person did that, and that did this, that, you ain't ready, bro. You ain't ready, sis. I'm on both of them. You ain't ready, bro, and you ain't ready, sis. Wait till you can look in the mirror and be like, shit, I fucked up. Shit, I was wrong. Then come to the conversation. Then come to the congregation so we can have a real thing. And this ain't no half shit. I don't want nobody just going away, sitting in the back, not saying nothing. This is everybody contribute. Everybody.
I'm gonna call you out.
Yeah, bro.
I'm calling you out.
We gotta.
I need to hear you. If you're here, I need to hear you.
We gotta really be
intentional as fuck.
We gotta be what's that? Well-rounded, well-grounded. We gotta be 367-20. There's pieces in every man. There's pieces in every woman that has the true answer. And after we put all the pieces together, our puzzle reveals the truth. Our puzzle reveals the hidden messages we couldn't see.
Yep. I like how you put that. That's a beautiful analogy.
So we have to. I know, man. My wife told me that. She said that's one of my gifts. I just be making up analogies all day long and all that, man. I don't know how I do that off the top of my head, but I be telling people, man, I get that from talking to my grandma all the time. I be talking to my grandma. My grandma creative like that. Shout out to Baba Jean, baby.
What's up, Auntie? What up?
Hey, Baba Jean. That's my Baba Jean blood. But no, cuz, that's what I want people to do, man. We got to look at each other. We got to hold each other accountable. We got to figure out, stop being kids and stop being boys. I said it right. Stop being kids, stop being boys, stop being girls. Stop trying to tell, girls need to stop trying to say what a man look like. Boys need to stop trying to say what a woman look like. We need to leave all this ghetto gang and shit. They can have it. They can have the projects. They can have the hood. We leaving all that alone because we becoming man and women. And we ain't got time for none of these fucking games. Because there's something out here that they trying to do. That they winning. And we got to reverse this shit. It's a mission that we need to be done. And we giving them back everything that they filed for us to go corrupt us. We giving them, we like a computer. And we taking all that corrupt data and we giving it back to them and say, here you go. We have cleaned our files. And if they don't want it, we'll wipe our ass with it and throw it at their face.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I ain't about to wipe my ass with no computer chips.
Cuz it's an analogy, cuz.
I know, I'm messing with you.
It's an analogy. You gonna wipe our ass with it and throw it in their face.
Yeah, you did that. Like some motherfucking chimpanzee or something.
Yeah.
All right, bet. Hey, it's been a good one, cuz.
Man.
The evolution of our revolution. I'm going to have the title. I like that one. We're going to figure it out, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, hey, family. We appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode of Lead Your Lineage. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hey, leave yourself so you can lead your lineage. Family is the foundation of freedom. And we just catch y'all on the next one.
You know, Honor Rig. I see Honor Rig. You know what I mean?